Hey everybody, this is Greg Saunders with GJS Capital Ventures, and today we got a new list of 52 new delinquent mortgages in Ohio. So I wanted to go over some of the broader properties that we're looking at, and also one in particular that I'm pretty excited about just outside of Columbus, or rather in Columbus. So we have our map here, and from the tape, we have a couple in Toledo. The majority are in and around Cincinnati. Columbus has the three that I was analyzing earlier, and then Cleveland also has a couple good ones. So as we zoom into Columbus here, we have this one on the west side. The total balance is 99,000, just a shade under 100,000, but the property value was at 76,000. And I've found that these property values, while they are a little bit off, it's never going to be more than 20%. So with that one being underwater, I'm just going to pass for today anyways. Same with this one is that it's really close, but when I go to the third property, this one off of Brixton, that caught my attention, is right now the balance is at 27,000 and the property value is 85,000. Now, one of the reasons for that is that there's only 71 months left on this. So even if we do take this as a rental property, or rather if we get them to modify their loan, not take it as a rental or an REO, we would still be in and out pretty quickly. That's about 6 years time frame. Now, the current interest rate is 10.1%, which I like because it gives me a little bit of leeway to be able to go in and modify the loan. And the current payment is $438 a month for the principal and interest. Reason why that's important is if for some reason we can't do the modification, what I did was just pull up the basic rent information showing that it can rent anywhere from $1,000 to $1,100 a month. So even putting in your taxes and insurance and some escrow, you're still going to be having that 30% we're looking for with cash flow on a property. Now, for some reason, this Google map misplaced the property, so hold up a second one. But before we do that, I want to show some information about the property. So pretty standard, 4-bedroom, 2-bath with a 1 full bath and 1 partial bath. I'm thinking that they converted something in the basement to get this extra, especially because the living area is only 1180 square foot. So those are either very tiny bedrooms or there's a bedroom that's not really being recorded right now. When we go into the neighborhood, it's a really cute, standard Columbus type neighborhood. So here's the house, brick front, single car garage, and when we look around, you can see not many cars in the driveways, not many in the street. All the other homes seem to be maintained. We have a nice plumbing truck in the middle here, or general repair. And then the other side of the street is pretty good as well. So going back to this particular house off of Brixton, and this is one I think is a pretty good possibility because if it really does go down the path to where we have to reclaim the property, it's got a ton of spread for us. And even if we do have to modify the loan, we know that we can get a 7 or an 8% interest rate along with getting some of those arrears, and we'll be in a good situation. So that is the property that I'm currently negotiating on right now. And if you guys see this and you have any questions about any of the other cities, Cincinnati, Toledo, Cleveland, I'll be more than happy to chat with you and get you exact numbers on those ones as well.